in St. Louis. Here's Michelle McMahon with more on that.
Despite this being the first ever outdoor hockey game in St. Louis, it's a familiar tune for the Chicago Blackhawks, who currently have 18 players on their roster who have played in an outdoor game. Earlier today, I spoke with some of the players on that experience heading into the Winter Classic. Jonathan, with 18 players on this roster having outdoor game experience, what do you expect to see in Monday's game? Coach Q, your fifth outdoor appearance for the Blackhawks. Not your first rodeo with these, but what does this environment feel like to you heading into this Winter Classic?
It's great. It's good to be back in St. Louis. They did a great job here with the ballpark here.
Joining me now to further break down this matchup is our analyst Mike Rupp. And Mike, when you look at the matchup between the Blackhawks and the Blues, the Blackhawks lead the league in outdoor game appearances. This will be their fifth on Monday. So how do they leverage that experience heading into that game?
I think it's a humongous advantage for them.
Our Michelle McMahon with Patrick King.
How do the ice conditions feel today in the rain?
I mean, it feels fine right now. It feels a little bit different. I think it's a pretty good atmosphere out here, and we'll just enjoy it for what it is, whatever the weather brings. No excuses, and just have fun with the whole experience.
And in this atmosphere against your rival, how valuable are these 2 points with the outdoor game aside?
Yep, huge 2 points. I mean, we're pretty close in the division standings, so anytime you play this team, it's a tough game. Tough division rival, and being here in St. Louis at Busch Stadium adds a little bit more to it.
Lastly, what needs to happen well for this team to have success today?
Play simple. I think that's the biggest thing. With the ice, weather conditions, try not to do too much out there. Just play simple.
It's a familiar scene for the Chicago Blackhawks, who not only lead the league in outdoor game appearances, they also lead the league in outdoor game losses. So while they're familiar with this kind of environment, they also acknowledge the importance of a game like Monday's game in the Winter Classic.
Brent Seabrook visiting with our Michelle McMahon.
Brent, you're no stranger to the outdoor game environment. This will be your fifth appearance outdoors, but a different condition with the rain today. How does that impact today's game? How does your team best adjust without a player like Marcus Kruger and Marian Hossa?
Yeah, two key parts of our lineup.
And what does it feel like to be at an outdoor game in this capacity inside Busch Stadium as such a big hockey fan?
It's crazy. I'm so excited. This is actually my third time here.
And lastly, what's been the coolest thing that's happened to you since returning from Rio with the gold medal?
It's hard to pick one. There's been so many exciting things. This is definitely one of them.
Any update on Marian Hossa?
Hossa's out for tomorrow's game, and it shouldn't be too long, but we're going to miss him tomorrow.
And something not going in their favor is a couple of key injuries. Joel Quenneville told me earlier today that Marian Hossa will not be available for Monday's game. So how does that change up Jonathan Toews' line, and what do you like about that line?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you lose a player of that caliber and Haas, it's a big loss.
The challenges of these elements. Our Michelle McMahon visiting with the Blackhawks equipment manager, Troy Parchment.
Troy, you've been a part of this Blackhawks team for more than 20 years. What is the biggest change when it comes to preparing for an outdoor game like today?
You basically have to, it's the elements, really. You know, it's whether it's the cold or the snow, and now today it's going to be the rain.
In what ways are you being proactive to manage the rain?
Well, one good thing is that we wear 4 sets of jerseys in the game, so.
It should make for a great game. It's a very important game for everybody as well.
Dive a little bit deeper into that. A very important game, 2 divisional points on the line. What do you expect to see in Monday's game?
Well, when we play St. Louis, it's always tight, and there's not a lot of room out there, and it's competitive. There's some physicality that sometimes can get going here.
Tactically speaking, what do you see when you look at this matchup between these two teams?
Well, St. Louis is they've got dangerous guys on all 3 of their scoring lines.
You mentioned it. This would be the team's first Winter Classic win. What do you think the ticket to having success against the Blues would be?
Well, they're going to be excited. I mean, playing this game is exciting, but especially when you're in your home city.
Their bench boss with our Michelle McMahon, Joel Quenneville before the Winter Classic.
Coach, of the 4 outdoor games you've played in, you haven't had to deal with rain. How do you best manage the elements today?
Well, we'll see how it plays out. Both teams got to deal with it. When we had snow, we just tried to keep our guys, just keep it simple, try to keep the puck moving forward, kind of like latent periods there, and the simpler the better.
Another thing you've had to deal with today is the absence of Marcus Kruger and Marian Hossa. What are the biggest adjustments made in their absence?
Big couple losses for our penalty killing unit.
Tyler, results aside, what was it like playing in your first NHL outdoor game today?
Yeah, it was fun. It was an exciting atmosphere.
What would you say was the turning point there in the third period where things started to go wrong?
Yeah, they had some good pressure in our end for a couple shifts.
This team has now dropped 5 of the last 6. What is the key to getting back on track when you return home Thursday for a back-to-back?
Yeah, back to a simple game. A lot of our offense comes from our defense.